Hey, let us know when we're ready to go, by the way. Are we on? Oh, hey, welcome to Backwoods Brothers.
Our Christmas edition.
Yeah, I'm Joel, and this is my man,
Tony.
She slapped like a girl.
Oh, wait. Oh,
Come on, I was following up to
Give me five. Give me five. Up high.
Okay, now put your
Down
arms,
low. Too slow.
Put your arms down, man.
Okay, dude, I'm sorry. Guys, Merry Christmas to you and to your families. And I hope your families are on here because we're going to have a really positive show today.
Yay! By the way, since it started on a positive note,
Yes.
all the mess ups prior to this,
Yeah.
completely my fault. I was trying to do stuff on the computer, and Brandy told me kept getting out of the way.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I'm in her zone, and I kept messing things up. And so finally, she booted me out here, and so we were entertaining ourselves.
So are you telling the truth today for the show?
Well, yeah, I always
Fake news.
I always tell the truth. No,
Yes, he does. He always
it's
tells
not
the
fake
truth.
news.
He cannot tell the lie.
By the way,
cannot.
just so you know, Christmas threw up on the back of our show.
Threw up. I did that. Hey guys.
Oh, whoa. You moved the for a little green box.
Oh, yes, we did.
Don't change the subject by pulling it.
Yes. Okay, I gotta tell you this. I got 2 gifts for a studio audience member in Estacada. But this is what you have to do for these 2. By the way, who are they? Yes, you turn right side up. That's good.
There you go.
Who are they? Can you tell me who they are, brother?
It's just last week we had Jessie Lee on our show.
Woo!
Yeah, and she did some songs on the show.
Woo!
Yeah, which we're actually going to play one during the middle of the show.
Nice.
Oh, I thought it was going to be another woo.
Woo!
And so she gave us some. Oh, by the way, for those who are watching, these are called CDs.
So there's no millennials on.
You put them in, and they play music.
Yeah.
They're not coffee coasters, which they could make a good ones.
Right.
You don't put them on the old records code of what do you call the thing you put on the record player?
We're the record player.
So not
You don't
records.
even know what that is, you millennial.
They're not 8 tracks.
They're not 8 tracks, but I remember that.
And
Don't go there.
It's not a thing where you push a button and it plays music automatically and has 10 million songs on it.
Yes.
It's a CD. You put it in a CD player.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, we have some CDs.
And so this is how I was going to give it away. I'm going to give them away if someone can finish the 12 Days of Christmas. No, actually, all you have to go to is 5. So I'm going to go, on the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a partridge in a pear tree. Now you have to finish it up to 5. So if you can do it up to 5 in your local, you get a CD and you get a CD. By the way, before I do that,
I'm confused by what you're asking.
So if you can finish that online, if you can finish those lyrics online.
So basically, if they record themselves doing it.
No, not record. They just have to write it out.
No, if they record themselves doing it and send it in, then we do it? No?
That's a lot of work.
Oh,
No, we want them to interact while we're talking.
Okay, fine.
So if you can say the next
but they can
4.
They can Google that in 5 seconds to put it up. That's what I would do.
Go start. No, don't go to Google. Don't do what he said. Just you have to remember it off the top of your head, because if you go to Google, that means you open up a separate window and you're gonna lose us.
So if I do it, do I get the CDs?
No, you had her live in studio last week, man.
Well, yeah, but I like her music.
Come on, but you do have something else in studio.
It's this one. Oh, what's that?
It's chicken.
Chicken? You call me a chicken?
No, you are not anywhere close to a chicken. Maybe a goose, but
You
chicken.
better go duck somewhere.
So Joel. Well, okay. There's two things, man. I gotta give out a shout out. Speaking of, like, you get a CD. Yesterday, something wonderful happened, but we're gonna find out tomorrow on Brandy Show.
Biden got impeached.
Not quite that good, but very close. Santa Claus
Governor Brown got impeached.
Now you're gonna ruin the surprise. You're gonna make her surprise small compared to that.
Oh,
okay,
sorry.
No, tomorrow you're gonna find out how Santa Claus came to our town, spread joy, spread prayer, spread everything. It was really awesome, and I can't explain it like her.
He came yesterday.
And
he might, if the passes are clear,
right?
You might get him to come down and visit us tonight on the show.
Yes.
But I know for a fact. Right? We know for almost a fact that he's supposed to be on with Brandy tomorrow during campfire discussions.
Campfire discussions at 7 o'clock tomorrow night.
7 p.m. right here on the same channel.
The same channel.
Yeah.
But I have to give a shout out to those who made this chicken, because you told me you like salt and pepper chicken.
Salt and pepper, huh?
Salt and pepper chicken.
Is that a
salt, pepper?
I want to be pepper.
You want to be pepper? Let me rub it off. No, but seriously, salt and pepper chicken. They made this at Bulba, down in Estacada. They made chicken.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good chicken.
It is pretty good. Let's see. Let me try some.
Extra salt and pepper.
Ooh, you want some?
Yeah, I'm not gonna eat too much on there because you guys don't want to listen to my eating habits.
You guys, this is
I can hear you chew it.
Oh, that's gross, guys. But this is really good chicken. Okay? And also, it comes with a free bowl. No, not just. It comes with a boba. You want to get some chicken downtown for Christmas. It'd be awesome. Okay? Boba. Joel, you're eating.
What?
Don't eat too much.
What?
You gotta save it for the folks. By the way, if you also give us another song for free, you get this chicken. It's gonna be cold. But, no, you won't. I'm just joking. I'm blabbering.
Along with that, you also get... What do you get from chicken? Salmonella poisoning.
Salmonella poisoning! You get one. Okay. Hey, guys. Joel told me today.
Not saying that they have bad chicken. I'm saying if I tell me send it to you. Go ahead.
Joel told me this week that, and I thought it was a great idea, that we're going to do some shows that really uplift people as well. I mean, our show is always to uplift people, but we want to uplift some good and bring some good stories to the table. And it is Christmas time, goodwill towards men. And so we have some good stories we want to share with you. And actually, I want to bring a little bit more attention to next week, as a matter of fact. Next week, you're going to want to join us, too, because we're going to look back through all of our guests, or at least some of the highlights of all of our guests. We're going to try. There were so many good ones. We're not going to probably get to all of them, but we want to highlight some of those because we have a year to look back through, and it'll be a great walk through the park. And we're getting ready for 2022. So you're going to want to stick in because some really big things are happening with Backwoods Brothers, as well as Brandy Show.
Hopefully this, we hit our 1 year anniversary in February.
Yeah.
That's what I think by that point it'll be at something like 30 or 40 live weekly shows, something like that. It's not at 40, but it's like 30 something live weekly shows.
Man, when you told me we had to do weekly shows, I'm like, how are we going to come up with content for that? How we been doing,
Dude,
guys?
we never shut up enough as it is.
That's true. I've been talking the whole
we do,
time.
all we do, we just keep talking, and then we just put the camera on and we're talking.
Yeah.
And then we turn the camera off and we keep talking.
I hope that's entertaining, guys.
Yeah, they keep coming back. I don't know if they just like the pain or what.
Right. But like, share, and subscribe. Make sure to get on. Check out our merchandise. We want you to have some of the merchandise in your hand. And they make awesome Christmas gifts. They make awesome New Year's gifts. They make awesome Valentine's gifts. You know, we can go on. They make awesome Easter gifts, 4th of July gifts. You know?
I have promised, and I am working on it.
Yes.
It's Pissed Off Patriot line.
Pissed Off Patriot.
Yeah, you'll start to see those come on there. We're going to be redoing our entire store on there.
Uh-huh.
And we're going to have certain lines that you'll be able to buy things, and it'll be the generic stuff and everything else. Plus, there'll be the like Pissed Off Patriot line or whatever the other lines you come up. There'll be a line for campfire discussions with Brandy and things like that.
That's going to be cool.
Yeah.
So you're going to want to check those out on our website. Go to backwoodsbrothers.com. Brother, while you're trying to find something right there.
I'm trying to find the note you sent me earlier, and I put it on the docs. But I got it.
You got it. He got it. He's a computer genius, by the way. He's always looking for more work.
It was right there in front of me the whole time. I didn't click the button.
Okay. Well, look, we know that you rather give than to receive. And some would say that Christmas, what are you giving? Some people would
eating my bear.
Some people would say that it's better to give than to receive. That's what I've learned. And there was a poll that was out about gift giving, and I wanted to just start out by reading that to everybody. And then I'm going to pose a question out to you. Not only am I going to ask for the next 4 lines of the 12 Days of Christmas, that's starting from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, in order to get those CDs. I'm going to also ask you if you would mark or put down online if you rather give or receive for Christmas. Yes.
Did you only go to 5 because you only had one hand up and you couldn't count higher?
Don't tell my secrets. Can we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Wait a minute, that's 6. 1, 2, 3,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, go. We have 2. Okay. Do you like to give gifts for Christmas, or would you like to receive them? We got in trouble by the wife. Nearly 7.
The wife?
The wife. Your wife.
My wife.
Nearly every. Well, I got in trouble with my wife too. Here we go.
That's ridiculous.
Nearly 7 in 10 Americans are more excited to give gifts than to receive them this year, according to a new poll. I don't know if it was the North Pole. I don't know. The survey conducted by one poll, actually, on behalf asked 2,005 Americans to pinpoint what makes the season so joyful. This is the answer. Not only are 68% more eager to give than to receive, 57% look forward to giving more gifts this year than have added more names than usual to their shopping list. Over 52% think sharing gifts is the reason for the season. So there's a theory about this because of the pandemic, because last year's Christmas was kind of a wash, even though it was really funny because last year's Christmas, we were only allowed to have 6 people. And Joel put on his bay window, Kate Brown looking through the window. It's a picture of her. I will never forget that.
Actually, I think my dad did that.
Your dad did that. It was hilarious. But anyways, you can have more this
creepy
year.
Too.
I think you can have more this year. Omicron.
I didn't listen last year, and I'm not going to listen this year. And I can tell you where she can. Now, this is the positive show.
This is, guys,
we're going to focus
positive.
Yeah.
Hey,
well,
besides,
you know what? Speaking of homes.
Besides, you didn't even cuss yet. So that's good.
Yeah, I got it all out before the show. So speaking of homes, a Christmas mom, 67-year-old Virginia Hoffman, spent hundreds of hours festooning her property into a vision of fairy tale. She turned her home into a real-life gingerbread house. I think we actually got a picture for that we can pop up on there.
She turned her home into a real live gingerbread house? How do you do that?
Yeah, she homemade candy canes, giant gumdrops, peppermint swirls, hot chocolate and wafer cookies, and oversized gingerbread man all around her house. And if the picture's up there, it's amazing.
Is it a real picture?
Oh yeah, it's totally real. It's totally real picture.
Something.
It's a real picture.
It's a real picture.
It was a 1920s built architecture style house, and so
Yeah.
it was easy to kind of convert
Yeah.
to make it look like it. But yeah, it looks cool, and it makes you want to take a big bite out of it.
Yeah.
She even frosted the roof and stuff. Of course, there's snow on the ground and things, but
Yeah. Well, I got to tell you another story about that. But don't forget, that's a really cool story. But I don't want, I don't want any parts of eating that house. You almost. And the other thing is, would you rather give than receive? Make sure to put that down. Hey guys, cops have been receiving a lot of poor press, and we are very pro cop on this show.
Yeah.
We've had Tommy on the show, and we love him, and we think he is awesome, and thank you for your service. I love military. Thank you for your service, Joel. But I call this next story Cops Giving. Cops Giving. And I want to tell you about that. Before I tell you necessarily about that, have you guys heard of Shop with a Cop? It is actually nationwide. But there is a little bit of bad news. You can check it out yourself. And we were going to keep it good news, but I have to say something about this. I'm sorry, brother. I'm going to break the rule. Target. I think it was a Target. I don't remember what Target, but they forgot or somehow didn't put it down that they were going to do Shop with a Cop. Somehow it got lost in the land of paperwork or something, but it never happened because someone forgot to make that day known to the employees and the people that were supposed to put this on. But most stores, and I say most stores, are actually participating in this movement of Shop with a Cop.
So what is Shop with a Cop?
It is literally where you and your loved ones get to go with a cop, or a child actually gets to go with a cop, officer friendly, and you guys get to follow, of course, parents, and they're literally shopping with you. But I believe they also cover the bill up to a certain extent. They do.
That's cool.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's about time that they have some positive press out there. But wait, was that in the mainstream media?
It mistakenly got there. It just like boom right there.
It wasn't this mainstream media.
It was mainstream.
Holy cow!
Yeah.
So almost
Goodwill towards men.
Yeah.
Or something.
Hey, you know what? There is miracles around this.
There is miracles.
Hey, speaking of miracles.
I didn't get to read this yet. You want me to read it for you?
Oh yeah, by all means, please.
Okay.
See, I thought you just gave a summary of it.
The land. Oh, well, that is a good news story. Go ahead.
Is it? Well, I mean,
Go
what?
ahead.
Did you have
It
specifics?
wasn't my real one. You go right ahead.
Oh, did you want to? Do you have specifics you want to top?
No, I'm gonna save this one. It's all
Oh,
good.
okay.
Goodwill towards men.
Goodwill
I'm
towards
gonna
men?
eat chicken.
Oh yeah, you eat chicken.
Yeah.
Hey, Santa Claus was touring in a town with firefighters when they saw a house on fire and rescued the family inside. Santa was Rosuli. It's in New Jersey. He was doing the whole thing, kind of like we had Santa on the fire truck around here.
Mm-hmm.
And he went to a house fire and helped to put out the fire in a Santa suit.
He did?
Yeah, Santa right there. Boom.
That's Santa. Man.
It's a volunteer fire company. It's called the Reliance Fire Company, a volunteer fire company that serves South Jersey's Piles Grove Township and Woodstown Borough. Had let the residents know they would be driving on Santa on Saturday, and people could track their journey online. About 30 minutes after they began their Santa tour, the fire crew saw smoke coming from the eaves of a 3-story single-family residence. The crew immediately stopped their tour and went to the house. And I think there's a picture showing them stuff there.
Uh-huh.
And then, of course, and another local department and even Santa himself helped during the rescue. Santa helped alert the family members inside the house who were unaware of the fire. So the fire department showed up before they even knew the fire was happening.
Now, what time was this fire happening? Because if he was waking up the family, was it at...
It doesn't say
Uh-huh.
on here what time it was.
Okay.
So I'm assuming they're doing a tour. It has to be early enough in the day.
Uh-huh.
If he's driving on Santa, that Santa's going to be around.
Got you.
So they were probably just downstairs, 2 stories, probably up in the eaves. They saw it, they didn't realize it. Maybe I'm guessing maybe like Christmas lights or something.
Look, if my house is on fire, I don't care if he's an elf. I want you to put it out.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine if you're hanging out at home and doing your family thing, and next thing you know, Santa's knocking on your door saying, "Hey, by the way, you might want to leave the house. It's on fire." Would you think it was a practical joke?
I would. I'd say, good job, Santa. You're funny. You're supposed to be coming down that that chimney's on fire. Yeah. Yes. Well, okay, Cops Giving. I have to go back to that just a little bit. Can I read just a story?
Yeah.
Okay, it says London Ken... Oh, nice. London Ken Officer Justin Ruby, which is a long name, took action when he learned that a would-be shoplifter, a single father who had fallen on hard times and was stealing formula for his 6-month-old baby. Instead of issuing a citation, Officer Ruby, purchased the baby formula for himself and gifted it to that man.
Oh, wow. That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
That's one way to turn it around there.
That is one way. There's one way. And there's one more. San Diego, California, police officer Jeremy Henwood bought lunch for a boy he didn't know. Just minutes before and this is not, I'm not going to read this like it should be. But it did get me. Just minutes before the officer was killed in an unprovoked shooting rampage 6
sad.
blocks from McDonald's restaurant.
That's sad.
And the reason why I shared that story is because officers' days can go from buying something for a kid to something else. Can you imagine what they have to go through, the ups and the downs of a day?
I can't even imagine what that would be like. I mean, at least when I was in like Afghanistan, I knew what my day was every day.
Yeah.
Wake up to potential, violence every day.
Yeah.
Whereas them, I mean, yeah, I guess they have potential violence, but at the same time, they also have potential goodwill. We did a little bit of that too there, but at the same time, it's different because that's the environment you're walking into is a war zone, and it's accepted every day as a war zone.
Mm-hmm.
It's not my backyard,
Mm-hmm.
but we help people. We did good things over there, but here officers this is their backyard. Their war zone is every day when they walk out their door.
Yes. And doing goodwill within their war zone.
Exactly.
How do you dig so deep when you see
I
ills of
couldn't
man?
tell you, but you know what?
Yeah.
The big thing people need to realize is that officers are people too, and they have
Officers are people
families,
too.
and they have feelings, and they're not a robot that's there to cause problems. They want good stuff too.
I was on a long time specific call with a person of interest, and I'm a counselor, and the officer told that person, I want to go home too at the end of the day. I'm a person, I want to go home at the end of the day. So my job is to ensure your safety, but I also have to make sure that I'm alive enough to care for my family.
Yeah,
So a
true.
lot goes out to this officer who lost his life, but he changed one boy's life.
Yeah, definitely, and I have a feeling that might come back around again. We'll see. Read a story about that again one day.
Wow.
The speaking of giving and helping people out and stuff, a Secret Santa.
Ooh.
Come on, computer. Secret Santa. Secret
Computer
Santa
is-
gave $30,000 to strangers in need, but it was his words that moved him. It wasn't even the money, and so this gentleman here was basically going up to random people.
Uh-huh.
Let's see if I can find the actual name here I'm looking for. It was in Arizona, not much.
Mhm.
Here, I'll just go with this one. After a blessing from the medicine man and a briefing from his elf recruits, this Secret Santa, an anonymous businessman, set out to give $30,000 and $100 bills to random strangers in the San Carlos Apache tribal land, which is,
Wow.
and it's just over, like I said, in Arizona.
Yeah.
I've always felt inside my soul a spiritual connection to the Native American, he said. This is what the businessman said.
Mhm.
Nearly half or more than 10,000 people in Arizona tribal land now live below the poverty line. Do you know that?
Wow, I did not.
So could you imagine how much $100 could do for somebody there?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty cool. He's gonna put food on the table, stuff for people to eat, and it didn't put his name out there.
Yeah.
But like one lady was able to buy her grandchildren gifts and some cat litter.
Yeah.
Other people were buying, like I said, food and stuff. That's a very common thing.
Yeah.
And then this is another quote: whether you're Native American, African American, Christian American, Left American, Right American, kindness is that common language between us all.
Kindness is the common language between us all.
I want to read that again.
Yes.
Whether you're Native American,
Preach.
African American,
Preach.
Christian American,
Black American, by the way.
Left American, Right American, Green American, Blue American. What does it
Blue
matter?
American. Yep.
The whole word that kept coming after that is American.
Mhm.
Kindness is that common language between us all.
Kindness is a common language.
Exactly.
You know, I wonder, because, I was reading Brady's post yesterday online, and she said, I cannot wait to do what she did yesterday again. And when you are in that spirit of giving and you notice the response that you get by giving, it's really a high. It's a dopamine rush. It's a dopamine rush. Because we're built for kind acts.
Exactly. And that's where, again, that love piece comes in. We've been talking a lot about that thing.
Love.
So, exactly. So what he told one lady, do you know how special you are? You are a beautiful spirit, he told another person. So
Wow.
yeah, he just kept saying these positive things over and over again, and that's actually what they remembered the most. Is
So
what they said.
Kindness is a common language.
Kindness is a common language.
Well, here's another one. A tornado of giving. You heard about the tornadoes that spread through Kentucky.
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot about it. Yeah, I've read a couple articles about it, but
Yeah.
so it's
Guys,
15 states.
15 states. Times are lots of flowns. I can't talk. This must be the chicken. Lots of towns were flattened. And here's one man that decided to make a difference. It says, following the recent flurry of tornadoes, more than flurry, in Mayfield, Kentucky, it was all hands on deck, or all hands on the grills. As nonprofits, by the way, and individuals alike fired up their barbecues to feed people. And here's the quote from this man. "I just figured I'd do what I can do," said Jim Finch, a man who, for no other reason than that people were in need, loaded his truck with food, water, and a barbecue grill. I want a barbecue drill. Maybe not. Grill, and drove to Mayfield to serve others. And it said the tornadoes destroyed thousands of buildings, knocked out power, and thereby refrigeration and restaurant services in town. A local reporter found Finch on a particular devastated roadside, having driven half an hour to cook food for residents. And this is a last quote from him. "I know they don't have no electricity," said it, "so that means they don't have no electric, no restaurants, no running waters. So I just figured I'd do what I can do," said Finch. "Show up with some food and some water."
Sometimes that's all you really need is just simple food and water, and that's right there is enough to warm the people's hearts. You know.
That's it.
So,
That's it. One man decides to drive a half an hour away with just what he had. Giving doesn't even take going to the store. It's just giving what you have in the means that you have it.
You know, sometimes giving is nothing more than just getting out there. If you don't have food or water, sometimes it's offering a helping hand works as well too.
Absolutely.
But if it's after a storm, help people pick up their yards, things like that.
But
Something simple.
is it common anymore? Because people start looking at you kind of sideways, or when you start giving.
I think it's less common these days of the helping neighbor thing, but I think once the people see the motivation, they tend to step up for it, and as the opportunities are present, a lot more people show up, and that's been my experience recently.
Well, even during times that are all tough for all of us, people still have that heart to look out
It's
for
still
others.
there, exactly.
That's
exactly.
good.
Okay, so let's go over some of the comments we had, and
Okay.
then we'll be time for break.
Okay.
So.
Absolutely.
Okay, so this is I'm just gonna kind of go. There's a whole bunch here because we haven't done any yet.
Woohoo!
All right, so 7:00, lights, camera, action. Someone wake up Joel.
Was that Brandy?
He doesn't know me. Got him. No,
Someone wake up Joel.
I know exactly who that is.
How did you know he was asleep? Okay, anyway.
That was earlier.
Yes, but yeah.
Tony needs less caffeine.
I know. I'm sorry, guys.
Hey, he's
sorry.
excited. It's a positive.
I'm
good show.
positive about the show.
He got in the 8-track. I might somewhere in the attic or something. This guy's probably listening to it still.
It was Stan who said Tony needs a little less caffeine.
First one to finish it. So
Who was that?
I don't know. We'll get that information from them after, maybe after the break.
Okay.
And they actually typed it all out. I'm not going to read all that.
Wow, that's awesome, you guys.
Okay. Oh, actually, I know who it was. We actually know this person.
Oh, sweet. Trina?
No.
Gosh. Feldman?
Trina, we love you. But,
we love you.
The award actually, according to this, goes to Christy.
Christy who? Oh, Christy?
Christy.
Oh, the one I call Carrie?
Christy. I'm not going to
Christy.
go further into the names here just because it is.
Yeah, it is. We can't do
But
that.
she knows who she is.
Christy, you're awesome.
Yep.
You get the CDs.
Good quality video and audio tonight. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that.
I was responsible for the audio. And we have a producer back there responsible for the video.
When she finally gets me off of it, it actually works well.
She had to boot you off, too.
She kicked my butt off. Apparently, I'm supposed to be up here instead of back there,
Right?
Well,
We're getting better.
She's really the boss, anyways.
She is the boss.
She just hides in the back.
I'm scared of Brandy. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, she gets feisty. Tony is called a retrospective brother.
What's a retrospective?
Oh, Tony, it's called a retrospective brother.
What's a retrospective brother?
Or I think it's called a retrospective, brother.
Retrospective.
Or I don't know. There's no comma in there, but I'm thinking.
Something you were talking about earlier.
I was really
Oh, yeah.
scared about retrospective, though.
What is I don't know. We'll have to look up that
We gotta
definition.
look up that one. Tell us the definition of that.
What is the definition of retrospective?
Retrospective.
That has more than a syllable. So I don't know.
Right? What's a dictionary anymore? We don't use that.
That has it, yeah.
Okay.
Why aren't you wearing the Grinch PJ's Brandy? Somebody let the bag out, and that's because I have a dignity.
So I'm gonna say one
dignity.
word. I'm gonna say one cuss word. So when Brandy brought it out to him, he goes, "Hell no."
I
So
think
we knew he
I
was-
used the word fuck in there.
You said fudge no. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
I did not say fudge. I said fuck no.
Gosh, guy, come on. Thought we were gonna get through the show without you saying that word. Okay.
I did say it, but you know.
I'm gonna make you say Biden's title
Hey,
too.
that may be the only
I'm
time
gonna
I
make you
cuss
say
on this
Biden's
show.
title.
You are not getting me to say Biden's title.
Okay.
Wait. I'm sorry. Geriatric.
You're bad. We can keep it positive.
I
We
am.
want to stay online tonight.
I could have used.
We want to stay online tonight.
I could have used a different word for it. I prefer to give, but I appreciate the thought and love that goes into anything I receive.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. It does take thought and love.
My sis says, "Hey Joel," and the gingerbread house is so cool. Lots of love to you, sis, out there.
Is that Sarah?
Yeah.
Oh, we can't
I'm
say.
pretty sure. It
Dang
doesn't
it.
say, but my sister Sarah.
Okay.
I even brought Dr. Fauci a Christmas card, a brain scanner for self-examination. Or a Christmas gift, a brain scanner for self-examination.
No, wait. So since he can't decide if we need masks or not, I have to read this next story just real fast, okay? Just
Pop
real
in there.
fast.
Pop in there.
Okay. So I named this one Smile. It says, with face masks now a part of our daily lives, a Japanese store has found a novel way to ensure employees remain approachable. Staff members' masks now have human smiles printed on them to display an enduring and friendly demeanor. Actually, I think that's kind of cheesy and scary. That's what I'm just saying. But Dr. Fauci should be so proud because we're learning how to work the mask into our daily lives. Not.
No.
I lied on the show. Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Well, I guess with that positive news,
You better go to break.
that's what we're trying to get to. With that, we're gonna go to break.
Hooray!
Hey!
We'll see you soon.
We'll see you in a minute.
Mary was the first of three, long black hair and sugar sweet. Daddy's eyes and mama's crooked smile. She was barely 17. She got a job keeping dishes clean. Planned to stay in the city for a while. For a while. Joseph ran a lumber yard about a mile from Olive Park. Quiet boy, he never had much to say. It was love right from the start. He bought a ring and won Mary's heart. had hopes for a home and kids someday. Kids someday. Yeah. The angel scared her half to death. She would have screamed, but she lost her breath on a midnight there in the middle of May. He said, "Oh, Mary, don't be afraid. You'll bear a son that the Lord has made. Name him Jesus. He'll light the way." They packed the clothes, they made the plans. They had to go to Bethlehem, but there was nowhere left to stay. So in her barn she gave birth to the King of Kings, the Lord of earth. Just a little bitty thing sleeping on the hay. Sleeping on the hay. Story's too long to tell, but he walked on water and lived through hell, killed on a cross and rose from the grave. We got a king, they got a son. Mary and Joseph were the only ones there on that very first Christmas day. There on that very first Christmas day.
Oh, we all. Hey, welcome back from break.
Sorry, bro.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, it's really soft, actually.
It is really soft.
Yeah.
Is that your bedclothes?
They said I need to wake me up, and that's why I got pulled.
So
out of
you
bed.
jump right out of. Oh, someone recognized that you were wearing your bedtime shirt.
It's not a bedtime shirt. It's a manly, log cutting soft shirt.
Do you see how he said soft shirt? Okay. Anyway, don't you have a giveaway or something to do?
Merry Christmas to my friends in Estacada. Much love and respect and cheers.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, wait. What's this? What's your favorite Christmas memories?
Ooh. Gosh.
Anything before 2 years ago.
I came into your life a year ago.
Well,
what are you talking?
You're the exception.
Oh, now he says it.
You know, how about this one?
Huh.
You like Luke Bryan?
Who's that?
Luke Bryan, the country singer.
I like country, but I never heard of him.
You're a Backwoods brother, and you don't know who Luke Bryan is.
I barely knew who Jessie Lee was until I met her a year ago, or about 3 months ago. And she's the best thing since sliced
You
bread.
can't talk to me anymore. You don't know Luke Bryan. You're dead to me.
You know Conway Twitty?
For all
Travis
those other regular American
Do you know
people-
Conway Twitty?
Yes, I know Conway Twitty.
You know Pearl Haggard?
Pearl Haggard. Merle Haggard, yes.
Pearl Haggard.
Yeah, well, considering that Merle Haggard is related to my wife, yes.
Oh.
You didn't know that?
No.
It's her great uncle.
I know you know people, but I didn't know you know people.
I don't know him. I've never met him, but it's related to my wife, and it's her great uncle.
Isn't it funny how people like met a person maybe like for 30 seconds and all of a sudden they're best friends? It's like, oh, you know what? I met. Give me somebody.
Tony.
Give me somebody big.
Tony.
That name that you brought up, whoever he was supposed to be, that country singer.
Luke Bryan.
I met Luke Bryan. How'd you meet him? Well, he signed my he signed my record or my CD when I was doing a CD line. I'm like, he met a lot of other people too. Does he remember you? Probably not. Okay, here we go. Virtual theater.
Hey.
What?
I know a real star.
Who?
Jessie Lee.
Jessie Lee is a real star. We got to hear a song by her at the break.
Yes, we did.
So guys,
And
you
by
can
the
go
way,
out there and get some
there's
stuff.
your CDs right here. I think one of them's already been won.
Yes.
Right? One.
Yes. Are we gonna have her on next year?
What do you think?
Yes.
When she's finally made it to country superstardism and she's like a platinum record seller, then we gotta have her back on the show in a little tiny garage.
And she's like really cool enough
She totally would come down
to come down.
and sit in the garage and give us an interview.
Yes. Yes. No, actually, that person who came up with those words wins both of them. So she gets both CDs.
Did you know that Luke Bryan knows how to change a tire?
No.
Yeah, he's real down to earth too. He actually changed a tire for a woman he saw on the side of the road in Tennessee.
That's why you related. What?
Yeah.
Does she know he was Luke Bryan?
I think so. When my tire in small Tennessee town, who stopped by to help, when my tire blew in a small Tennessee town, who stopped to help? Luke Bryan. That's what she wrote on TikTok.
Wow.
So I think she knows who he is.
I'm gonna look up Luke Bryan on Google.
Yeah, she shared a video of Luke Bryan, or let's say Luke, kneeling on the ground and changing her tire and stuff. So
That's
it's
great.
actually on TikTok if you guys can find it.
That's great. That is great.
I didn't go looking for it, so sorry.
I know that you're a computer person, and so virtual is
Are
something
you trying
that.
to say I'm a robot?
As a matter of fact, no. Last Christmas, guys, it wasn't even a Christmas present, but around last Christmas, he bought a 3D printer. He was so excited about his 3D printer, but he never used it. He
I
used
used
it for
it.
like a coaster.
No, I printed several coasters, then I printed a present for somebody on it.
Was it a cup?
No, it was a vase.
A vase.
I think it fell over whenever you stood it up.
Wow.
I hope they didn't use it.
Oh gosh. Well,
I printed a few other things too, but
Yeah.
and I have lots of stuff to print. I just I don't have the time to print right now. Is my problem. I'm doing a lot of stuff.
You're doing a lot. You're doing a lot.
Yeah, and I do want to print a lot more things and do a lot more with it, but I need to learn how to model with it, and that's
Yeah.
the time I haven't had time to do it yet.
Well, you're the king of inventions. You always come up with some idea to do something with a computer. So, a virtual theater classes for students with autism might be something on your radar, but there's already some generated. So, it says while quarantine is tough for everyone, families with children and adults with special needs are facing unprecedented challenges. These realities were seen by Ellen Hall, the autistic director and founder of the Miracle Project, who set out to create a fully inclusive theater film and socialization program. The Miracle Project aims to provide socialization, video exposure, and support for families and students with autism. The project is staffed by theater students, volunteers, and parents who participated in theater games, physical exercise, and classes. These activities aim to help students build confidence and learn to write, sing, and engage and perform. The project brings together people of all backgrounds and meets the ever-growing need for human connection. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's really cool.
That is especially for kids with autism who tend to need to have that little space to be able to learn social skills and to participate in and give an opportunity.
Cool. That's really cool because so much you hear about people not always doing the nice things for those with autism, or you hear about these organizations that are raising money, but what you don't ever hear the outcome of some of it. And that's good to see the outcome of some of that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Sometimes when you give money, you don't know what you're giving to. So that actually is a deterrent for some people to give money.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's actually one organization I absolutely love when they give money to.
Yeah.
Make-A-Wish.
Make-A-Wish Foundation?
Yeah, Make-A-Wish Foundation. That's
You guys have heard of Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Make-A-Wish.
Yeah.
And speaking of Make-A-Wish Foundation, here's a positive story out of there. Last year, a 13-year-old, Abraham Olagbegi, Olagbegi.
Olagbegi.
Yeah, over that. Olagbegi. Abraham Olagbegi found out he was born with a rare blood disorder.
Wow.
And he got even better news when he found out that his bone marrow transplant worked.
Wow.
Yeah, but he still qualified for Make-A-Wish Foundation. So do you know what he did with his Make-A-Wish Foundation? He set up to go out and feed the homeless once a month for an entire year.
Wow.
That was his Make-A-Wish, is to go feed the homeless.
For an entire year.
Or yeah, once a month for an entire year.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner?
It didn't go into the details. He just wanted to go out and
Just do it. Well, look,
every
breakfast
month
is
for a
good.
year.
Lunch, every day.
Yeah, they said you don't want to play. You could do a lot. You want to go to a PlayStation, or you don't want to go somewhere. You want there's a lot of things that they could do. You want to feed the homeless.
Feed the homeless. Wow.
Yeah, talking about giving and someone understanding the heart of giving. He was given a gift.
Yeah.
And as a gift to his successful transplant that saved his life.
Yeah.
So he has that heart to obviously want to give back and understands the joy of giving and receiving, both sides of it.
Giving and receiving. Wow. Wow.
So,
Joel.
feeding 80 people a day, by the way.
80 people by day?
80 people. 80
people.
Ended up feeding about 80 people each the day that they did this.
80 people each day he did this. Did he do it 365 days out of the year?
No, it said he did it each month for a year.
That's cool stuff.
I think we have a picture of him too. If we pop that up there.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
One of the things that I love is veterans, and one of the most memorable. And I don't want to get into next week's show this week, but I have to say this: one of the most memorable shows we've done was one with about the fallen servicemen and women.
And we're going to talk more about that
in
next,
Afghanistan. Yeah. But
when stuck a gift up there.
I know I didn't mean to stick a gift up there. You know what? I'm gonna take this down
I'm just giving
before I get in trouble. Okay, but this is a
worries.
great story.
Brandy also put something up there too. So.
Yeah, Brandy did that too.
Yeah.
Abandoned
Both Brandy.
home is renovated for homeless veteran.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes, it says even before the pandemic, and these are all stories from 2021, by the way. Even before the pandemic arrived full force in the United States, and inspired lots of outreach and goodwill deeds, people were helping their neighbors in need. Case in point, on February, the organization Operation Victory gathered more than 50 community organizations and unions to give a Kentucky, again, veteran, the surprise of a lifetime. A few years after returning from service with the Marines in 1981, Tori Harris was injured in a car accident that had trouble finding steady work as a contractor. He spent 15 years in and out of homelessness until last year when Operation Victory volunteers stepped up. 100 volunteers spent 6 months transforming a boarded up house in Louisville, Kentucky into a beautiful home that Harris could call his own. And in a time when hugs and big gatherings are on hold, the images of Harris hugging volunteers at the unveiling are enough to make you emotional.
That's cool.
That's really cool.
So he got back in 81, so that would make him probably somewhere in his 50s, 60s.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I was glad they finally got a home there, because so many times veterans are kind of left on the wayside. And, I mean, yeah, we got services we can go to and stuff. A lot of us, there's many veterans that have, mental issues.
Yeah.
Or they have an issue where they don't feel like they could ask for help. And so they, especially when they try to compensate and treat themselves because they ain't getting a good medical treatment in other places for their illness, and then they start getting into drugs and stuff, and that leads one to the other. Next thing you know, they're homeless or they're, it leads to further stuff.
That's what makes homelessness really hard, though, sometimes, because we don't know who we're passing on the streets. It could be a homeless veteran.
It's very
who's gotten there honestly because of trauma.
Yeah, and that's why there's lots of homeless programs out there.
Yeah,
and there's a lot of different type of homeless positions, but there's a group of those who have a mental or some sort of issue where they can't, like, their brain isn't functioning to get themselves into help.
Yeah,
those who are addicted to drugs and don't want to get out the drugs, and make the choice to put themselves in the situation. And then those are people who just don't want to accept the social responsibility of, having to work to pay for places to live, and they want to be out there. They call themselves urban campers or something like that.
Yeah.
The urban campers and the drug ones, those ones there, I have a lot less feelings for, because they put themselves there, and they're choosing that position. And those are the ones I don't. For people who are either because they have a physical or a mental disability that just can't either get themselves into a place, or having trouble because the ones who have the mental or physical issues, who can't get themselves into a place, or can't work, or have a family, and they're trying to not get put into shelter because of the family, and they're trying to figure that out. Those are the ones who my heart really goes out to, because that's a different situation. They're not making a choice or causing an action that's putting them there. Those ones are the ones that my heart, cries out for, and that I want to put all my effort into helping those guys.
And I always respect your position on that, because you can speak to that. Mine's a little bit, I don't know, Joel, I don't know if this is, when it comes to a veteran, I have this thought, and it's a lot like Meghan McCain has, but that veterans can do, no matter what they do or don't do for themselves, they deserve the red carpet.
I couldn't agree more. Not speaking from a veteran side, it's from speaking of someone who's appreciative of veterans.
No, but that's interesting, because you have that position there. I can't say that like you can.
I'm not saying as in someone because I'm a veteran, and I'm not saying that I want or need or anything like that as red carpet. But there are veterans who have given their lives. There are veterans who have given a portion of their lives, meaning that they are changed forever.
Yeah.
And they're the ones who they did it in service to the country that allows us to sleep safely at night.
Yeah.
And so the thing, honestly, the same thing goes for law enforcement, firefighters,
Yeah.
any of those people that are on that front line.
Yes.
And
They're
then actually
pro that.
Exactly. So
That's awesome. That's awesome.
But we're talking about veterans. Let's transition a little bit over to another story. But this is about an 89-year-old retiree decided to go back to school and earn his PhD.
So y'all can do it.
So at the age of 70, he started taking classes at Brown.
What?
And at 89, he got his PhD.
89, you can get your PhD, folks.
He walked the graduation stage with his granddaughter.
Really?
Mm-hmm. How cool is that?
That is awesome. You guys, I want to say this to you. Age is just a number for some, right?
Yep.
And so if you have a desire to go back to school and you have done the empty nest thing and all the kids are gone and you want to fulfill that bucket list dream of going back to school, do it. Do it.
One of my mentors told me a long time ago that the only time you should ever stop learning is the day you die.
That's it.
So
my college professor said that.
Mm-hmm.
The more he learns, the more questions he has.
He also, his second line of that was, because if you start, the day you stop learning is the day you already died.
Wow.
I may have misquoted the last part. The day you stop learning is the day you're dead, or something along those lines. Somewhere, I think I always misquote the second part.
If he's alive right now and watching the show, he'll probably go ahead and get you for that misquote.
He probably.
I would have never known it was done wrong. Actually, that's a great quote.
Yeah, this guy's got a nice smile too. I think there was a picture we put up there as well on there of this gentleman. So,
bro, I love cops, and I have to get. This is called No Tickets, Just Gift Cards. Okay, No Tickets, Just Gift Cards. A new partnership with police in Colorado is putting smiles on the faces of motorists who might not have the money to fix a broken part on their vehicle. An Advance Auto Parts store has gifted the Denver Police Department with 100 gift cards worth $25 each to hand out to drivers who are normally pulled over by cops and given a warning or ticket to pay a fine. And here's the quote. Now, when they are pulled over motorists for, say, a bad headlight or a defective taillight, they'll have the option to give a $25 gift card to help the motorist get it fixed and get them back on the road and stay safe. The representative from the Advanced Auto Parts explained Denver Police Chief Paul says officers have already issued the cards and are enjoying the smiles it puts on drivers' faces. The advanced
That's cool.
auto part donation not only helps to get greater compliance with the motor public, but it also helps us strengthen relationships with our community. A woman whose picture, that's it. Yep.
Well, let's speaking of community and people, which by the way, I'd love to be able to get pull over thing. I'm going to get a ticket for an out headlight or something.
Yes.
And he'd get a gift card to go fix it.
I would. Yeah.
That'd be a good change. So the couple of the comments from the viewers here.
Yep.
First of all, for shame, Tony. How do you not know who he is? It's referring to Luke Bryan.
Sorry.
And on the other side, it says, to be fair, Luke Bryan is a pop country. I do like some of his tunes, drinking beer and wasting bullets. I don't mind that one.
Drinking beer, wasting bullets.
I'd love to live that one. And I
Yes.
believe most people are good. Well, most people are good. That's actually a song. I think the name of the song. I believe most people are good.
Oh wow.
Our tunes, Tony might dig.
I'm gonna dig
You
it.
might dig them.
I'm gonna dig it. I'm gonna
So,
put it on. I'm gonna
all
put
right.
it on. What's his name?
What's that?
What's his name?
Luke Bryan.
Luke. You got it. Oh, wait a minute. No, Luke.
Luke Bryan.
No, not the person. The person who wrote that.
I have no idea.
Oh, okay. No idea. I'm going to definitely get it. Okay.
Hey,
Luke
we
Bryan.
don't. We normally put names at the comments.
Oh, that's
We do
true.
that.
We can't put names in the. Okay.
If Brandy gives us the name to put out there, then we do. But
Okay.
in most cases, we don't do it just because it's better.
Guys, we love your input. We do.
Yeah. Spin. I believe most people are good by Luke Bryan. Tony. I think you'd really dig that one. Pretty song about the goodness of it in all of us.
Yes.
My favorite Christmas memories are usually involving surprising others with special gifts or visits. That's from Brandy.
Oh wow. Yep, that's very true.
Yep, and I got a story about that here in a little bit. We mentioned it already a little bit.
Awesome.
I'm not alone anymore. LOL. I'm not sure what that means.
Not knowing Luke Bryan.
Not knowing.
Thank you, my ally in
The one out there. The
yes,
one
the
person.
one. Hey, that one is important.
Oh my
Remember,
God.
Jesus
Oh.
left the 99 for the one. Okay.
So
okay,
referring back to the
Just saying.
kid, referring back to the kid that I believe the one that gave his Make-A-Wish to feed other people.
Yeah.
It says, "Oh my God, what a kid! I love that.
Wow.
My kind of person, that kid."
That's
So,
cool.
I know we're a little behind on the comments here, guys, but I'm
Yeah,
trying.
we'll get caught up.
We're reading other stuff in the stories to you guys, so it's
Sorry about that.
so yeah. The your comments kind of trailed a little.
Keep them
bit.
coming.
Yeah, by all means. My favorite Christmas memories were spending time with my whole family at my dad's or sister's out in Banks. Probably the thing I miss most about living in Oregon. Hoping I can get them down here one year.
Wow.
My brother-in-law is deployed for the holidays. He was one of the reasons we chose Florida for our new home.
Wow.
If the fellas could give Sergeant Brad Bishop a shout out. That'd be cool.
Yes.
Sergeant Brad,
Yep.
be safe for you out there.
Yeah.
Enjoy your holidays, and tell all the guys in your unit that they're being thought of back here. And we raised a beer for the fallen, but we're drinking. In this case, I'm drinking Squirt.
And I'm drinking a boba.
And here's a cheers to you.
Yes. As a matter of fact, we want to say too, Sergeant, we're praying for you and for your family, and we thank you for your service.
Yes, sir. Oh, nice to hear good news. While
Yes.
there are services, those services are so overloaded that a lot of veterans are either on a long wait list and they give up
Yes.
trying to obtain the help they need. That's very true.
It's very true.
We
true.
actually had a show about this a while back. So.
Our first show.
Actually, our first show. It was our first show.
Our
Yep.
very first show.
In fact, I think we still got an article that talks about some of the disability stuff that people can do.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so if you know a veteran, just a quick snippet of that. If you know a veteran that's trying to go through the disability process, we wrote an article way back in February this year. You can see it on the website.
Yes.
And it actually talks about all the resources and the process of going through.
Yeah.
And I think even the appeals process, we wrote an article on it.
And I'm not a veteran, but I'm a mental health counselor, and I want to tell every veteran: don't stop, don't get discouraged, get what's owed to you. Don't stop, don't get discouraged. Well, you might get discouraged, but even then, keep going.
Yes, definitely.
Get your services.
It says it took my husband 5 years to get the mental health help that he needed. Unfortunately, the system is flawed.
Well, there you go. That was what I was. Yeah.
My husband needs mental help. Brandy, I'm just kidding.
Did Brady say?
She didn't say that.
I think my wife said that one.
No, that wasn't really there.
Oh, okay.
Oh, but she did say, read the comments!
Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Which I did, by the way.
Awesome. Is there more?
The last one says, thanks, guys. That was awesome. I think possibly to the shout out to Sergeant Brad.
Yeah, shout out to Sergeant
Brad.
Brad.
Hold on. Sergeant Brad Bishop.
Brad Bishop.
Sergeant
Brad,
Bishop.
Sergeant Bishop.
Yep,
Sergeant
yep.
Bishop. Okay.
And so it says Florida's for your home. So if you're listening from Florida, I'm kind of curious. If
we have one person who's listening from Florida, Tallahassee, I believe.
Tallahassee?
Yeah.
I'm hoping that they're sharing with their friends out in Tallahassee, old Backwoods brothers.
Come on, let us reach the East Coast.
You are our representative on the East Coast.
Yes.
So
our ambassador.
Yes, you're our ambassador. And it actually,
Did you say ambassador?
Ambassador.
Okay, I think he said ambassador. He's ambassador.
He's ambassador.
Ambassador.
That sounds like a dogfish.
By the way, dogfish.
I remember you saying we have catfish, what a dogfish.
Dogfish.
That was a dogfish.
Yes. Okay, go ahead.
Actually, you know what? For those the one that's listening to us from Florida,
yeah.
If you private message Backwoods Brothers and give us your address,
yep.
I will personally send you a special gift.
You know who you are.
Yep.
I know who you are.
I will send you a code for a free shirt from the merch shop.
Yes.
And I will send you. I'll also send you out some stickers and some other merch that we have here.
Wait a minute.
So that you can be a true ambassador of Backwoods Brothers in Florida for us.
Okay, but we can't give him a sweatshirt. We have to give him a shirt that he can wear on the beach and sport.
You know what? Maybe
we don't have Speedos though. Sorry.
Well, maybe we can give him what's that one? The one I'm always talking about. It was
Fuck Your Feelings.
No, not that one. The Speedo.
We don't have a Speedo.
Oh my good golly!
We do not have a Speedo. We have a Speedo.
I can't even remember.
No, we don't.
You know, maybe I can't think about it because
we don't have a Speedo.
Are you sure? Have you looked in there recently? There's a picture of me in one for it. I'm the model for it.
You're the model for it. Remember that was our second video when I went. Remember that?
Hold on. Someone has asked a question. I gotta fix this.
Oh, okay. Which one?
Hold on. Oh, there you go.
Oh, what was the question? The truck?
No.
What?
Here's my beard decor. I'll put it in last.
He's just excited to be able to hang it from his beard.
You know what? I love my beard.
I love your beard.
My wife wants me to cut this thing.
Wait,
friend had to fly to Texas to get help for his disability because Oregon was so backed up. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you, Sergeant. Merry Christmas. Someone says, this one says, where is Joel's beard decor? Beard ornaments.
Beard ornaments.
Yeah,
yes. They actually make those. Hey guys, they make beard ornaments and they're actually they're kind of a Norwegian type of thing or a Viking type of thing. And you can braid your beard and put those beard beads on it. So there are beard types of ornaments you can get on.
Hey Tony.
That's awesome.
I'm hanging my nuts from my beard.
Hey guys, you gotta love him. He's my best.
I think I'm sleep deprived.
Hey, Merry Christmas, man. Okay, can I give another one?
You better take something.
I'm gonna give another story. Okay, Jacqueline James was addicted to opioids.
I'm sorry,
this
people.
This is a really serious one. Come on.
Seriously,
opioids, and supported her drug habit by stealing and breaking the law. Between 2007 and 2012, an officer Terrell, this is a little bit backdated, Potter arrested her multiple times. Now the woman is saving Potter's life because she believes he saved hers, by the way, by helping her turn her life around. Last November, the former police officer learned that he has kidney failure. Oh. But doctors said the waiting list meant that a replacement organ was 7 to 8 years away. So soon as Miss James saw the Facebook post about Potter needing a kidney, she said she heard God tell her right then to donate her organ. And as fate would have it, the two were a perfect match. The surgery was performed a month and a half ago and went extremely well. Miss James currently runs a nonprofit organization that provides drug counseling to women, and this November she will celebrate 8 years sobriety. The former officer told KTTV he now considers James like another daughter. It's made a great relationship, he says, and a bond between us that can never be broken. To be able to give another human a kidney to extend his life is really rewarding, James said. I mentioned a couple of stories about nonprofits.
Yeah. And so, which gives us a great leadway to another nonprofit.
That's what I was gonna say.
It was like it was set
Did you
up.
like my segue?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So we're gonna be ending here soon because we're a quarter after 8.
Oh,
we
gotcha.
started late, so I give us a couple minutes. Real quick, I'll only rock the Backwoods Brothers Speedo if I can be September in the Backwoods Brothers calendar. By the way.
You know, by the way, if we have a calendar, I won't be in it. Just so you know.
I'm Mr.
So you know.
I'm Mr. December.
I'm Mr. I'm just not on it. I'm just Mr.
you can be April, and you can be Mr. April Fools.
I would be a fool to be in that calendar.
Hey, we're told,
to be in that calendar.
We need to make a backwards calendar. That'd be fun.
Oh,
not the way
fun.
you're thinking of. But.
No, I'm not thinking of that.
All right,
Someone
but,
else was, evidently.
By the way, so the other one, this is our final story for the night.
Yep.
Yes, in today's news, yesterday, Estacada Community Watch helped to bless 20 families with Christmas.
Wow. Wow.
I choke.
Another nonprofit.
Estacada Community Watch, a local nonprofit, adopted 20 families. Sorry, I just had
sleeping there. 20 families, folks.
Yeah,
Just rest on that for a minute.
Well, yeah, 20 families. Let me finish out, and then I'll. There's a serious question came up on ask. On
Okay.
At least that's what it says in the first 2 words.
Yeah.
Serious question. But the stop sending me stuff. I'm confused. So the 20 families were adopted by Estacada Community Watch, which means the community. Right. And yesterday, Santa went around and delivered to most of those families.
Yes.
And a couple more picked them up today.
Yes.
And it was, I wasn't there for myself. I had to go do some work.
Our fearless leader was?
Yes. President Brandy Litke of ECW went around with Santa. And I think we also had another person going around as well.
Yeah.
And got the chance to bless those families. And we're not talking when the community of Estacada donates, they don't give a little tiny. Oh,
no.
Here's the no.
Can I just say I was a recipient of that, and my family was last year, and I'm still opening up gifts this year. I just had to tell you that. So
they bless.
They bless.
They get some good stuff.
Yes, pressed down, shaken together, and runneth over. Yep.
Also, which I'm sure there'll be a soon-to-be announcement. Monday, I think it was Monday or Tuesday. Monday.
Mm.
It was Monday. The Estacada Community Watch received, again, a donation from the National Guard.
Wow.
Of all the toys that were left over from their donate to their Operation Homefront. And
how did they hear about ECW?
It was last year they did it as well. And they received it again this year. But we received it after we did the Santa thing. So
yeah.
There's literally thousands of toys, I believe, is what was donated. So those will be probably going out here pretty soon.
Oh,
so
you mean to tell me you still have them? You still have those to go out?
Yep, there's still lots of toys to go out. So
you get a Christmas, and you get a Christmas.
That's kind of what is going to be happening this year. Again, that's last year we called all the kids down last minute and got a chance to see Santa and give out some toys, and so so those will be going out again this year. We don't know what yet, and I'm going to leave that to them to decide.
Yeah,
but they are talking about it right now.
That's cool. It's not over. It's not over. The giving keeps on giving.
All right, so
he's laughing at something, guys.
So, serious question: why is it taking so long to get an ambulance to Estacada? Clackamas County Dispatch often tells people it'll be an hour or more. I don't know the answer to that one at this time, but that's the serious question I want to look into. So I'll get back to you on that one, guys. It might take a little time.
So let me clarify: getting an ambulance?
Yeah, if you call an ambulance, it takes about an hour to get one.
Yeah.
So I can inquire
question.
with the fire department, but it might just be locality of where they come from. So
it's a good question to ask, guys.
Joel is Mr. Christmas Day. LOL. I'll be in Whoville.
I'll be in Whoville. Yes.
Comments are getting deleted apparently.
Why?
I don't know. People. This is something that we found out. There is people on here. For all our watchers, I'm just going to basically call them out now. There is some Grinch out there who likes to come on and report people's comments, even if they're positive comments.
So you can't be positive enough.
Yeah, well, I mean, even during our last show, there was a comment that says, wow, Jesse, that was, and tag Jesse Lee, that was a beautiful song. And some Grinch out there, which we've spoken to Facebook, and they're looking into what we can do about that, but a potential permanent ban might be coming to the person that's doing it.
Okay.
So we'll see what happens with that one.
You just can't have a positive show on.
But here's the thing: is for the person that feels that they need to do that, I really feel sorry for you, and that I hope you still have a Merry Christmas despite, and karma's a thing, and you got to take care of that.
That's it.
So and so also Fauci just phoned. And he wants to know if Joel had a mask and has a mask. And I asked, "Do you have a brain, Fauci?" Okay.
Well, actually, real fast, Joel does have a mask, and he made it himself.
Well, it's not really a mask; it's a shield.
It's a shield, but believe me, it's a shield and a half.
Almost
almost goes right around your head.
Yeah, it basically, think of like one of those ones you hold on here, but you hold it upside down and you hold it.
Yes.
Because I can't have things in my face.
Yes.
Unless I have control on it, because my PTSD goes off, and I gotta be able to move it around as I need to and know that I'm doing it, because otherwise it's like sensory overload for me.
Yeah.
And so I can hold it there.
Yeah.
And I call it my BS stick, which stands for BioShield, or anything else you want.
Okay.
So, yep. Just the. So yeah, it's basically the comments are auto vanishing as quickly as they're made.
Well,
So, you know what? So to the haters. Merry Christmas to you.
Yes.
Mwah.
Yeah. Mwah. Oh.
No.
Hey,
Mwah.
mwah. Hey, before you close, I want to say, hey guys, Merry Christmas. And as we always say here at Backwoods Brothers, thank you so much for your support. Usually when there is a little opposition, it means that you're doing something right?
Exactly.
And so we're just going to keep on doing what we're doing no matter what. We're going to be here, and we're going to continue to be here on Wednesdays and Thursdays. So you guys tune in. You are what makes this show run and what makes the show work. And we pray that you have and we both pray that you have a very, 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 very Merry Christmas.
Exactly.
Maybe because we say Christmas here. Maybe that's why.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas. We say that.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, and to all a good night. Tomorrow I'll be on for Brandy's show at 7 p.m. and
Join
then
her.
We'll
Join
see you
her
next week at 7 p.m. Yay!
Yay for our 2021 look back.
Yes. I'm excited about that.
I'm excited about that too.
Yeah, me too. Exactly.
Yeah.
So.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm hoping that we're done now, because otherwise we're just gonna keep talking.
We're just talking.
Yeah,
like
we're just
this.
talking.
I want to feel that shirt again.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas, man. My hat fell off.
I think our producer fell asleep or something.
The
Back there.
producer fell asleep, right? Bye, Brent.
I just like you guys talking to them. You're still on.
Oh, I am still on. No, we are. We're still on.
Bye, guys. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Raise one up for the fallen.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
And Merry Christmas to you, horny bastard. And Merry Christmas to you, George.
If he talks back, I really think you had too many of those.
Probably.
If he talks back.
You've been spiking my drink.
Hey, man.
Okay,